Hola Maria, how are you?
Hola, fine, and you?
I'm good, despite this, crazy day that we have here with the red sky. Life goes on. Life goes
It
on.
is noon, but it looked like midnight.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, anyways, for taking the time to meet with me and willing to share your story to our students. So I understand you are not from America.
Ooh, how did you notice that?
And so I know a little bit of your history. So we'll share that, like where are you from, and if you were even practicing yoga or Iyengar yoga, back in your country of origin.
Okay, well, as you know, I am not from here. I have an accent, and my accent is from Spanish language. I am from Argentina, and I grew up there, and then I lived somewhere else, and then I ended up here. When I was in Argentina, I began some yoga practicing in 1985. It wasn't per se Iyengar yoga, even though I discovered the teacher recommended light and yoga. So some of the Iyengar was already there. And that is how I began. However, you probably are interested in when I began Iyengar yoga, right? Because this is an Iyengar. Can you see? So I began seriously Iyengar yoga when I moved to this country. In US, it was in 1996. And I began.
And so how did you get started? Yeah, how did you?
When I came here, I knew I wanted to do yoga because I was practicing, so I want to more in depth go. And I found that wonderful studio in Campbell with Jito Jumibe. I was living in that area, and so I began there, and that was my beginning. And I just fall in love. First sight and fall in love.
Excellent. And what can you express more of, like, what was it about Iyengar yoga that got you so captivated?
Well, the most that captivated me, it was the kind of organization in the class. I'm coming from a discipline that is much free dance, expressive dance, and nothing is completely rule. And this was super direct and focused and precise. And what I admire the most, because I didn't understand every much of English at the time, it was the clarity that the teacher has to communicate things. And that it was, and then how I felt after, because as I said, I couldn't understand everything. And so that was captured me, that it was like a magnet, something that it looked like I needed. I was looking for that and I found it.
Wonderful. So then at what point did you decide to become a certified Iyengar yoga teacher, CIYT?
Well, I am a teacher from previous things, physical education, dance. So I knew I wanted to do yoga and I wanted to teach. So when I came to this country, I already knew I will pursue yoga and become a teacher because it was more proper at the time for me. I was doing so much in physical activity and I was looking for something that it wasn't that much. So in 96, I knew I wanted, but I couldn't because of my limitation with the language. So when I catch up a little bit in 99, I decided to pursue the teacher training at the Iyengar Institute. And that was my beginning in the path of teaching yoga. The certification, I learned there was another step. I wasn't much interested in that, but after the time that I was finished the institute, Gita Iyengar visited Pasadena in California, and I went to that convention, and it was an incredible experience to meet her first, feel that Jakti, that energy that impregnated my body, and she was terrific and very inspiring. And after that, she has special classes for teachers who were certified, and I couldn't assist because I wasn't. And I thought, oh no, I need to be. But she, I think, part of it was the teacher training was in preparation. And when I met Gita Iyengar, I said, yeah, I want that. So I pursued that. I had to thank Gita for the inspiration. And so what I did, I became certified in right after she came in 2002.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And what would you say inspires you most to teach and to share those teachings? What is it about the practice?
Well, what inspired to me the most is what inspired me to pursue the practice. That it was, as I say, that clear system and organized, precise, and detail-oriented, and which is characteristic of the Iyengar method. So what it attracted me actually was the method. Doesn't matter who teaches the Iyengar class, is the Iyengar method. Of course, we have those masters, Guruji and Gitaji and Prashan and now Abhijata, who are all the same family but different, as we are all teachers but different. But we have something in common, which is the method that unite us. So that was my first inspiration. The integration of the method, how Guruji has developed from physical activity, as began with the body, how he developed so much into the layers of the body to go from outside in, including the philosophical base and depth of it. So that, which is still is the method. So that is the best attraction, perhaps, because it's like a sun. There are many rays, that are many points, but it's all included. It's not just the philosophy or just the physical. So that integration that made me get to know myself better, and that is what I think is the most important. And of course, the life of the Iyengars are very inspiring. From beginning to end, Guruji has been amazing. So I give my thank you and appreciation to all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You have the intro series, the 3-week series starting.
Okay, it's coming this coming week. On Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. That is a class that you probably won't use a chiller. And so the variability and richness of the Iyengar method give us the opportunity or the knowledge to teach different level classes and different ways. And when you are a beginner, completely beginner, like you do in Pune, India, they don't use any props. So we might use none. The floor, first prop, not even a sticky mat, but it's always helpful to have. And a wall, and Guruji say the wall is your guru. So we might use walls, but the floor, and it will be just to get the new student in the system, in Iyengar yoga, or new completely to yoga at all. That's the intro class that are oriented to them. And to find more that the shape of the poses, to have that a little bit of the continuity of that, and get in love with that, no overwhelming with so many technicalities that we have. As we progress, the practice change, the body change, hopefully we evolve, even though the body might not do things as before, but we develop intelligence inside in each part of the body. But when we are beginners, we don't have the attention ni the patience to go into much detail. So that is the way I plan to teach. Hopefully it will come. I don't know, because every situation is unique. So it depends on who is there. And also it depends on how I'm there too, because we are humans, so we are not always the same. But it's a short class, 7 to 8 p.m. Welcome to everybody. wants to be a beginner, and it's always good to be a beginner.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Maria. Again,
You're
thank
very
you for
welcome.
taking the time to meet and chat with me. Appreciate
Oh,
always
that's
seeing you at the studio and even on Zoom.
Yeah, well, that's great to see you, because now we don't see each other in person, so at least we have this opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you for making the time for it.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you. Love to know. Bye-bye.